very much and good evening. We're the Carpenters, and we'd like to thank you all for coming out tonight. We think we've got a good show for you. We're going to be doing mostly tunes from our first 3 LPs and a couple of tunes from our new album that'll be out in a couple of weeks. But we'd like to kick things off by doing our first single, which, contrary to popular belief, was not close to you, unfortunately. It was a ballad version of Lennon McCartney's Ticket to Ride. But before we do Ticket, I'd like to explain a few things about how we get our sound in person as opposed to recordings. Now, as most of you know, Karen and I do all the vocals on the records. We use a process that has been around for quite some time called overdubbing. And that's where a person or group can go into a recording studio and record, in our case, 2 voices over the instrumental track that's already been made. We record 2 voices, and we leave those 2 voices recorded and play them back to ourselves. And what we actually do is sing along to what we've already done. And we keep adding 2 voices at a time, 2 at a time, until we get the harmony sound that we want. Now, to duplicate the sound in person, we use the help of all the guys here, and we usually sing a 4-part harmony chord. So what we'd like to do, we want to put together a chord to show you exactly how we do this, putting together the ending section of Ticket to Ride 2 parts at a time. Garrett? This is starting with the outer 2 parts first. 2, 3, 4.
Think I'm gonna be sad. Think I'm gonna be sad.
Now, the inner 2 parts that Karen and I would sing along to that are going to be done by Doug over here on the right, Danny on our left. They sound like this. 2, 3, 4.
Think I'm gonna be sad. Think I'm gonna be sad.
And when you put all the parts together, the finished product sounds like this. 2, 3, 4.
Think I'm gonna be sad. Think I'm gonna be sad.
Now, there is one member of our group who does not appear on stage with us, but he's rather important to us anyway. His name is Chuck Webster, and he's the sound man. And he means quite a bit to us because this is what Ticket to Ride and all the rest of the songs sound like without him. 2, 3, 4. Crafty devil, Chuck. So with everybody working together, we'd like to do our first single, Ticket to Ride.